Welcome, one and all, whoever may be watching this, part 3 of West of Loathing. Jeez, let me get my words out. First off, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone for their support. I know this video will come out at the beginning of the new year, but I'm recording it at the end of 2022. And I do just want to say thank you for all the support and the comments of support as well. I really appreciate those. It's definitely a great way to end the year with, you know, the growth that I've had. And I know, again, it's small in the grand scheme of things, but for me, it's, you know, obviously the most subscribers I've ever had. So it's a big thing for me. But I do just want to say I really appreciate that. And then there was something else, but I've forgotten. So let's just jump into it. That's right, we're sussing out this issue. So her husband has resurrected, I guess. So Doc Alice sighs exasperatedly. What now? No, that wasn't her voice. What now? Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I have never heard of any beanslingers raising the dead, have you? Her scowl deepens. That'd be one hell of a can of beans. Okay, so someone out west is causing issues. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A grey-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery. Did you hit your head on the bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. And if I were going to pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares hard at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. And it sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done. For your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing a rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. Alright, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Do I have a companion now? Just let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll be here. Alright. Huh. There you go. Also, fun fact, I've like bitten my tongue or something and it's actually quite sore whenever I have to read / talk. Preen it a little. Yes. Oh. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're going to do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Check out the books. You survey Alice's books on... No, you survey the books on Alice's shelf. They're all medical textbooks, except for a few. Okay, I'm assuming this will determine something. Let's go for the life and works of Fred Ferguson. This book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's... Oh, so I can just read all of them. Okay. A Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it you mostly just find lists of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction, ha ha ha. At least there are some useful appendices in the back and some diagrams of appendices. Nice! So the meat, Curly's meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense. Oh, secreted. No, secreted, yeah, okay. In the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. Okay, and the goblin tongues. Alright. You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several bluffs have passed you, and you also know that bluff is the goblin word for hour. You have learnt to speak goblin, sort of. Make like a tree and leaf. The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning, or she never cooks. Wow. Shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Yes, that's everything I was saying before. Okay, so, I mean, it kind of looks like I've got the choice of two companions, because Mr. Crazy Eyes here wanted to come with me. Oh, yeah, take my shiny rock. Take my nugget. Take the ore. I don't know if I'm going to need these things or what. Hold on, so listen kid, all this stuff what I've been buying from ya, you've been spending time underground, ain't ya? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice, you stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. There's stuff down on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with, for a gal wants to keep her eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. Okay, well I can't say to them that I'm gonna leave, so... Once you leave Boring Springs you won't be able to come back. Oh no! Well, but what do I do about all the stuff that... Can I at least tell him to go see the doctor? Nope. Huh, I'm going to assume that I must have missed a mug somewhere. Let me just go and check here quickly. Eek. Sorry. Okay, no, there weren't any cups here. Alright, well, I think I've done everything that I can do. Unless there's more in the mine. But I don't really think there is. Yes, level 40. Alright, let's do it. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off the chest. Inside there is a hat. It looks evil, and not in an abstract way. It has eyes, and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth, which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murderer. I mean, I don't really want to put it on. I don't know, what would happen if I put it on? You know? So then it makes me think... Somewhere there has to be a lock that I've missed, because we need the lock for the door. But I just don't know where else I could have gone to find things, you know? Unless maybe in the hideout? No, see again, I've checked everything. I don't think there was anything really left. There weren't any other levels. I do like the shadows. I think they've done those really well. Is there an upstairs? Or just a downstairs? Okay, the woman glares at you. Are you Susie Cochran? How do you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen, the whole damn thing, and couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows. Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows, not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it. But Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple of days ago, happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cow smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids 'cause of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. She drains her glass. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. She refills her mug from a bottle on the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here and no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I've got left of anybody. Where is it? Left at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need somebody to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. Alright, there we are. That's a place. Cochran Ranch. Established 1891. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, I do want to go through it, but I'm just going to have a look around. Sorry, I keep stabbing her. Alright. Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Go through it anyway. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Grab it. Nice. Got a skinning knife. These pies were not safe. That's a demon fire cow. This thing looks angry. You're not going to make it to that safe without dealing with it. Oh jeez, okay. Got the jump on them. So it's got 15 health. Okay, I can do this. On fire. No two people are not on fire. Yeehaw! Muscle level 2. Hooray! Got the rifle. You don't happen to have, like, a lock here at all? No locks? No? Well, at least we got that one thing. You find my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here it is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Peggy. Thanks, Peggy. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Oh gosh, so it sounds like we're going to have options. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. So, I feel like I've talked to everyone there is to talk to. More Sally. I don't quite... Maybe I should get some dynamite. Oh, I'll trade soap for a lock. Where would I get soap from? Has someone talked about soap? That kind of rings some kind of bell. No. It's going to annoy me, but I'm just going to head off. I feel like... Oh, hold on. Grab it. Yeah. Because I feel like I have talked to everyone. Won't be able to come back. I hate this so much. Okay, let's just go. I love it. Go it alone. Not recommended. Right. Alrighty then. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? I feel like Crazy Pete could be entertaining. Doc Alice might be good because I have a feeling she'd be heavy on the healing side of life. Take Susie. She's got a gun, so that also makes her good. So she would be more combat, I guess. I'm going to take the Doc. You knock on Alice's door and tell her it's time to go. Hit the trail. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? You can always change this later on in the options menu. Okay, I will keep doing it automatically, I think. Alrighty then, let's go! You consult the southeast-west map the holsterer gave you. It only lists two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Mainfest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Holy dooly. Alright, head for Dirtwater. Well, that's a bit sad. Room for rent. Inquire within. What's up, Doc? If we're going to look into this necromancer's business, I figure we ought to start at the local cemeteries. Makes sense. Do you know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into the Territory Cemetery a while back. Territory cemeteries? To see if there was a pattern. You okay? Ah, sorry. Anyway, there's one not too far from here. Am I forgetting about anything? Alice says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It'd be nice to have a base of operations. Alright. So I wonder if she's when she's waving the bottle around, if that means she's got something to say. Ooh. Alright, just having a look around. Sure, why not? I've got meat to spare. I just got some sweet smelling flowers. Lot available. Can I... Lot available, lot available. Not a lot available past this point. Oh dear. I've made some regrettable life choices. Yeah, that's relatable. Mind the traffic, miss, it's rush hour. Okay, I guess we're heading into the saloon. Alright, this is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actually, glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Sigh. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into the bucket of something the colour and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavoured with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Ugh. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. Hooray! I'm gonna do that every time, okay? Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks, I'm Peggy. Glad to know you, Peggy. Folks round here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella and paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it gratis. Whoa, great! Sweet, I do want it. Oh, yeah, no, hey. Sorry. I'm just walking around. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try talking to him. He doesn't react to you at all. Oh. Slop meat. No, I don't want to buy some slop. Oh, darts. The sign says, see bartender for darts. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? Oh, cute. Got a little stage. Just gonna keep hitting it. That was a cowbell, sorry I didn't read that bit. Oh, this is soap. Can I take it to buy a lock? Hey, what you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I just, you know, looking around. So, you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter, and I need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things? Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder? Shut up! The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. The chef marks the fort on your map. Okay, be right back. Oh, no, I wanted to check this. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, let's go look in my room. Or poker room. This poster says, "Rules of poker," followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. Choose a wild unless accompanied by a pair of nines of hearts. A player with more than 19 cards in their hand must draw an additional 24 cards. Doesn't that mean they would be perpetually drawing 24 cards? Oh, I mean I could, but I feel like that's not going to end well. Maybe I'll come back and do that.